Tweet, dang it. Tweet. Welcome back to Against the Iron Storm with Dread Canary. I am the Dread Canary. The game is Against the Storm, and we continue our Iron Man run. We are now on Season 5, with Season 4 having ended in failure in Prestige 9. The rules are very simple. We play every difficulty twice. If we ever lose a map, I have to reset all progress and start over from the tutorial. And I don't bother showing you the games below Viceroy because they're easy. We have just completed our first Viceroy game, and so it is time for our second on Viceroy before we start heading into Prestige. We're going to go ahead and play next to the Watchtower here, in which discovering glades does not increase hostility. And we're low enough that we can't really get a lot of space. We don't even have other factions yet. We just unlocked trade routes, but for now we can only trade with our own settlements and with the Smoldering City. So let's go ahead and do... I just did Scarlet Orchard, and I'm feeling... let's do some Coral Forest. I like a good Coral Forest game. So we'll call ourselves something appropriate. Something like Anemone. And let's see, we've got 9 with 2, or we've got 9 with 2. This one has humans. I prefer the randomness of not knowing what I'm going to get, so I'm going to do the 9 lizards with whatever. We'll find out. We'll bring clay for the making of bricks, for the making of lizard housing. And that is all the points that we have, so let's go. Alright. So, exposed resources. Mines produce 50% more goods during drizzle. That's fun. Haven't seen that before. Gathering speed decreased by 50%. People get hungry very fast. Oh, cloudburst. We need coats for everybody, or people get mad at me. And a huge resolve penalty if we let it get to hostility 5. So, we're incentivized to not let it get to hostility 5. We'll go ahead and start with a road, like so. We are going to grab a woodcutter's camp over here, start clearing out this corner, and over here. We will, of course, need a forager's camp, and a harvester's camp. And looks like we only get 2 nodes. Okay. And now we have unlocked trade routes. The game wants to give me a tutorial on them, but joke's on you, game. I have been playing this game since it was only a Royal Woodlands demo with no other biomes. Other biomes on out. I have seen this game for a long time. I remember when lizards had a tea house and they drank tea, and I loved that. Oh yeah, we have to go with meat specialization. There is sometimes meat in the trees, and when you can get something with that common to proc that often, we can get a ridiculous amount of food just from woodcutting. Have 2 camps and 10 bricks to get 3 parts. Love that. +1 fabric production is always nice. +1 grain production is not going to do a whole lot. I don't usually see a lot of grain supply. Other option is make lizards happy to get more lizards. I think I want the +1 to fabric production, though. And I definitely want the +1 to wood production that I can get from this. Chad saying tea house, service building, yes. I think it was before they had brawling that they drank. It might have been before religion, honestly. That humans and lizards drank tea together in a tea house, and I thought that was really cool. I would love to see. I love tea as a service. I thought it was really cool. And, the idea is that, lizards are cold-blooded, right? So being filled with a warm liquid probably feels really nice on lizard biology. At least that's how I headcanoned it. I'm not sure what the official explanation was. But I thought that was a really cool bit of flavor, and it made a lot of sense to me. So yeah, if you go back and watch some of my earliest videos, there's like a attempt at a no-loss run to unlock the entire production chain, and you can go back and you can watch those videos from, I think it's 2 years ago now, uh, and you can see what the game looked like when it was, you know, when it was yet to be released on early access. And I think I was one of the few people streaming it back then, to the point that like the community even gave me a key. I don't remember who I gave it to, but I got a. They offered me a key for the full game, but I'd already bought it, so I gave it away. I think to someone on Reddit who was interested in the game. I should have saved that and used it as like a promotional thing, but I didn't know what I was doing, you know. And I mean, that's one of the great things about life, is that the best way to learn what you're doing is to not know what you're doing and try anyway. Just try anyway. Tell people what you're doing, and when it doesn't work, try to figure out why it doesn't work, and that's how you become skilled. It's just a really, really cool fact of life, that failure is how you learn. Yeah, so the kiln was really good for me last game. I don't know if I want it again. You know, I actually am not going to do this. I'm not going to take any buildings yet. However, we are, of course, going to celebrate our construction of housing with a comforting tower. Look at that. It's just scheduled, and I feel better already. And let's see. If I have a blight post here, so 3 spot, 1, 2, 3, then that would mean that this is where the other comforting tower should go. Lizard resolve is low. Yeah, well, I mean, you don't lose happiness very quickly, so I'm kind of fine with that. And we are going to open up this glade right now. And we should probably build a crude workstation over here to get us started. What do we need? We will need resin and coal. We can do it with coal, so we do it with coal. We can't sacrifice anything, that's fine, and it'll be global resolve bonus. Fantastic. Let's go ahead and do this right away. Feeling pretty good about that first year. Oh, we get beavers. Frabjous Day. Okay. Let's go ahead and take... this one comes with food, but we've got some yeah, let's go ahead and just get double beavers, and we're going to fire these wood choppers and make them beavers, so we can get that chance on double production. We are going to go ahead and put 2 lizards in here to get food. Alarm bells. Workers have 50% chance of producing double yields when the hearth's corruption rate is... No. 40 water skins? Nope. We're going to take Safe Haven, because lowering hostility is overpowered. Or not overpowered. Lowering hostility is one of the best things you can do. And it doesn't really matter how much they tune it. It's always going to be one of the best things you can do. And we're going to have easy access to 2 more glades over here. And now that I know that I have harpies, that informs my decision, right? Because the weaver is suddenly looking very good. So we take a weaver, and of course I want a carpenter to lock down the ability to make planks. The apothecary would be good, but building production, like building materials production, is just super important. Are you going to bother making a blight post this run? Probably, just in case I need it. Okay, so there's a ranch that we can rebuild in that glade, so I don't need the ranch. That would be dumb. The smithy I don't need because I just took a carpenter, so we want a rain mill here on the hope that we'll be able to make biscuits, because beavers and harpies love biscuits. And of course lizards like pie. Okay, we want a weaver. And we want our carpenter. No. What am I doing? We're going to move this here. And we are going to put the carpenter right there. And then we're going to put the weaver like so. Now, the weaver just needs planks. The carpenter needs planks and fabric. So what we're going to do is we're going to say we want 2 fabric. Well, we've got tons of plant fiber, so that's great. And we want 5 planks. And then after that, we are going to make as many bricks as we can. But don't make any pipes. And let's stick a harpy in there to start making building materials. The idea here is that we will only make planks and fabric enough to make the carpenter. And then we're going to use efficient planks to make the weaver. And that's going to cover most of our building materials. And since 2 of our species only need those for their housing, we should have plenty of advanced housing. I have a carpenter, so the lumber mill's useless. 5 parts is nice, but it's not worth a terrible pick. +3 to beaver resolve is always good, and we got 2 efficient building materials buildings, so let's go with the aid for the beaver clan. And happy harpies or happy beavers? Would I want wood chopping speed and some tools? Well, we're going to have access to tools, so tools aren't huge. Or +2 to skewer production. Let's go with... I feel like harpies are going to be easier to get. Ranch, and then a plantation or a small farm for that fertile ground would be amazing. Because then we're going to have permanent food, especially since we've got the bonus meat every time we meet perk. This bonus meat thing with meat in the trees is going to supercharge our ranches. Ranches, like I'm going to have plural. It's going to supercharge our ranch, and we will just have so much meat production. Probably better than the plus... Harpies are probably easier to do, but the wood cutting speed is great. Probably better than +2 skewers for now. Yeah, for now it would be. But I really don't like the idea of getting a blueprint that I'm not going to use. Okay, do not make any more planks. Stop it. Harvester's camp is out of harvesting. Well, excellent. We can go ahead and just fire you. And then you'll be able to assemble a building shortly. Stick a lizard in here. Got a converted totem of denial. Let's bring that in. That looks really nice. It's not going to do anything for us because I can't get to tier 3 hubs. But, you know, meat perk is going to slow down wood cutting a lot later on too. So the thing is, there are 3 types of trees and only one of them has meat. So it's not going to slow it down that much. I can just like change where I have my my wood cutters, and it becomes not a problem. So I'm not worried about it. I think it'll be fine. Of course, what do I know? I lost my last iron run, so we'll see. No, I actually want to bring this up this way. And what do we think? Do we think corner? I'm feeling corner. For Canelos dos? Well, obviously, because I'm not confident I'm going to have the building materials for both. Let's go ahead and do that, but also, let's not do it yet, so I'm going to move these over here. There we go. That's up, and you no longer make fabric. But we will put a... I'd rather have... yeah, I'm just going to stick 1 in here for now. We're going to say make planks, then make tools, never make luxury goods. We want 50, we want 50. We want this out of planks and crystallized dew. We need a stonecutter's camp. Okay. We'll take more beavers.
Oh, we know.
Urban root production increased by 1 every 75 times biscuits are made. That sounds amazing if I can get an herb garden going. Let's go ahead and take that, and we're going to hope for an herb garden. Now, what do we need to deal with this? We need incense, which we can get from the trees, fabric or packs of provisions, which I'm not likely to have access to for a while. So I think incense is probably our best bet, and with incense being our best bet, we are going to go here. And we are just going to focus on all of this. Hey, look at that. Turn this in immediately. Plantation. Okay. So that plantation will let us use the fertile ground. That's pretty good. Which will let us also power a ranch. So even though I don't really want it, I'd prefer an herb garden. A plantation is good for now. We'll stick a plantation here. We'll do so. And for now, we're just going to do berries. Of course, we really need food, so I should probably think about making a trading post somewhere. And I am feeling this seems like a good out-of-the-way spot. Probably don't need 2 in the workstation anymore. You are correct. Just the 1 for now. Not going to make this yet because I want to see if I can get people in there to get berries this year so we don't run out of food. Hey, buddy, how you doing? No, we don't need this. We'll get that for free. We don't need this. I can't really use pipes yet. You don't have anything I can really use for anything except maybe... if we can get 6 incense? No. What else? What else can we do this with? We can do it with 8 provision, 20 cosmetics. There wasn't a fuel, right? No, there wasn't. We can do it with 8 tools. If we can get 8 tools. So if I sell this, and I sell that, maybe not all of it. That gets us the tools that we need, so I can do this immediately and not have to worry about the incense. Fantastic, okay. And we're going to do the free incense when we produce roots, and we are going to hope for an herb garden at some point. We are also going to throw 2 lizards in the plantation immediately. You probably... attack the trader, maybe? No. I won't lose villagers. But I will gain impatience, and it will slow down the rate at which more traders come. And I definitely want traders coming. Like, there's certain things this game offers where you can make, unethical choices in exchange for gains. Oh, wait, no, we wanted this with tools. There we go. That I don't do because they feel bad for me to do, and I don't like them. I don't like unethical strategies, even in games. Like I don't feel good doing it, so I don't do it. Yeah, I left that unintense. I noticed. Thank you. I also forgot to re-queue my weaver. Let's see. Orders. 15 aesthetics buildings. Yeah, well, I'm definitely going to do that. Or have a tavern and provide and have 40 ale. Well, I've only got one race that uses ale, so no. Guild house is a win condition. Ooh, yeah. Let's go ahead and sign up for trade routes. I love trade routes. I love trade routes so much, and we're definitely going to have the stuff for provisions, so no problem there. How you coming on those bricks? So we've got veggies coming in here, and we've got berries coming in from here, which is, we're not going to be good for food this year, but we will be good for food long term once I finish getting this infrastructure up and running. Wow, we have a lot of people making planks, which I probably don't need this many making planks. Swap that out for lizard, put a harpy in here, because they'll be happy to do it. And we're going to say we want to use fabric for up to 20 fabric. Yeah, we're going to use plant fiber for 20 fabric for now. We can definitely do a stone cutting camp here. And we are going to need some packs. So I should probably build one of these. But maybe not right there. Maybe just back it up an inch. And put a road right here. And then we are going to do housing, which I think will be... We'll start with harpy housing. Harpies are the most moody of the species that we have present. And then we're going to go with lizards. Let's go ahead and fire a couple of lizards. There we go. Should be good. I thought you were going to use tools. Yeah, I did. I switched it to tools. It was just a question of noticing. And once we noticed, we were set. Axe that. And we're going to axe this. God, we have so many resources that I just have to set up the infrastructure to take advantage of. Ooh, one resolve for every 2 impatience points or free artifacts. Okay, so I love protected trade. We know. Last game I got this 4 times. No, I got this once, but I got the other thing 4 times. But extraction tools is just so good because I'm definitely going to need as many Citadel resources as possible. Get more beaver. So that's already fully beaver. Let's go ahead and add 2 more lizards here. Let's add a second beaver here. And withered tree, which we can fix with planks. So we'll fix it with planks. And it gives us a free guild house. Okay, yeah. So, pardon me, we've got guild house. Excellent. But you know what's even better? Coal mine is amazing. It's no longer like a straight-up victory condition on its own, but it is so very good. It is, it's just phenomenal. It's a phenomenal find. Do I have enough parts to make... I do. Okay. Ironically, I found coal, and I'm making a third woodcutting camp. Additional blight rot cysts appeared, right, which is why we're going to need to build a blight post. This is going to get solved in 3 minutes. I think we're probably okay. 1, 2, 3. So once this tree goes down, I'll be able to queue up a mine in this location. And then we will have all the fuel. How many cysts do we have? We've got 6. Okay, yeah, that's a bit of a problem. Let's put a 10 here. Let's get a harpy on this. Start working it immediately. Sahilda, hey girl, how you doing? Hi indeed. How are you? So we're a little bit hungry. And I've got plenty of stone, so I am comfortable selling you 20 bricks to just get a little bit of egg to keep us going. Without hitting starvation. Thanks, Sahilda. You're a doll. So we're going to put a second harpy in here. Get those sweet chances of double production going. Open 4 caches. 30 packs. Yep, 4 caches it is. Because this is 10 more items for glade events, which means emptying glade events faster and also solving glade, getting started working glade events faster. And that is just a really good buff. There's so many things I want to be doing that I can't really be doing. Right, we've got tons of insects coming in, so that's good. Okay, we're gonna have enough fuel. Queen's mad. Forager's camp is out of stuff to forage, but we've got a whole other camp up here that you can forage from. Or not camp, another node. What if I do this? And then we put a road like that. Like it. Okay. Now, part of the reason... Wow, yeah, we need to say that we're only going to make cysts out of oil for now, but we have enough, so that's fine. Fire those guys. Fire those guys. We'll leave these ones in place, and we are going to build a mine right here. And I think what we need to do is consolidate our kind of existing resources before I expand out any farther. Okay, so we are going to fill this with beavers. And then we're going to fill this with lizards. fill this with lizards. Ancient tablet for every 2 completed glade events. Mushroom production increases. Let's go with the hidden reward. Those sell for a ton of money. Now, ideally, we want harpies and beavers. So, harpies and beavers, that works. We will... You know what? Let's put 2 harpies over here. And if I've got building materials of all 3 kinds, we are going to go rebuild this. Excellent. And then we are going to say that we want both. Fabric is now only going to be out of leather. And since we don't really need more right now, like, this is why I built the, like, I needed to build a blight post. Because they've changed it so that you basically need the purging fire for some glade events. You just have to have it. Harpies are happy because they're working in places that they like working. Beautiful. Okay, so we're going to use this to power everything. Do I already have... I don't. I don't have leather. Okay, that's the problem. But it will be fine. And stone... I could be making stone. Let's go ahead and collect stone. Okay. Now this has plenty of people, so we're at our 2nd tier. That's great. But of that, we have 4, 8 housing, and then we've got this kind of overflow housing that I'm going to get rid of. So we need 6 more houses. We need 6 more houses. Okay, but let's make it 8 more houses just to give it a little bit extra. And what we're going to do is we're going to say lizard, lizard, beaver, beaver. You know what? Let's make it beaver, beaver, beaver. No, let's just do 2. Or let's just do 1. We'll make that down there. We will slide this way, and we're going to make a rain mill right up against the side. Looks good. This could be harvesting over here, so let's just go ahead and set it up in the right spot. I've got 1 beaver doing all my building, so it's not like... it's whatever. But we can switch to the coal standard now that I have coal coming in. And I believe we can upgrade this. And we will upgrade it again later. But we need a plantation right here. Farm fields, there we go. That should be good. Going to lay down and have to let you play in the background. Good luck. Thank you. Hey, I'm glad you like me as background noise. I know there's at least one other person who likes to fall asleep to my video recordings, so I'm glad that it is soothing. I mean, it is a pretty chill game. Of course, the other person who does it used to date me, so they might just like my voice. But I mean, even before we met, they were listening to video games to fall asleep to, including like LCS, the League of Legends Pro Sports, which I don't know why that works. I know it works because I used to fall asleep. Like when I would go over to friends' houses to watch it, we'd be sitting on the couch and I just fall right out, despite them shouting and getting excited. So I know it definitely does work to put one out. I just don't know why, because again, they're shouting. Let's go ahead and take the accumulated dew. It's going to get us free crystallized dew, which we can then use to make tools, so we're going to have tons of ability to make tools. And the Scouts pack is really good, so if possible, I mean, all of these are really good. So what would that be? That'd be 42, I think. 23 plus 19 is 42, so 32 is the most that we could possibly maybe afford. If I sell both of those, that gets us a good deal of the way there. If I sell all my oil, and I sell my existing crystallized dew, that's a good start. Plus, how about my existing tools? That we're going to be able to make a lot more, so that should be fine. And then, I guess, do the rest of it with wood. I see we've got a few more viewers showing up. Welcome, welcome. So that'll be amazing. And we're going to run this road all the way around the plantation and up to the mine. And then, how do I want to do this? I think what I want to do is put a warehouse right here. Yeah, we can definitely do wooden provisions. I'm not confident on the other one. So let's go ahead and actually, we're going to rotate this so that it is facing the plantation. There we go. And we are 100% going to fire some wood choppers. We're going to only burn coal. That should be good, yeah. We don't have any cysts, so we're solid. Okay. This looks really good. Do I have any buildings I'm forgetting? No? 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 We can think about our second hearth. And our second hearth will fit very nicely here. So that's where we're going to put it. That can now just be a real big lizard area. How are we looking? Ooh. +1 to wood production, but we lose all stored fuel. Yeah, I love that. It's expensive in terms of fuel, but like, we are going to be able to get so much fuel out of it that it's going to be fine. Let's grab a bunch of beavers, and we're going to do this, and we're going to do this, and we're going to do this, and we're going to do that. And then over here, we'll do this, and that is going to give us way more woodcutters than we need, but it should be good for getting us supplies. Let's increase planks to 100. Let's increase fabric to 100. And let's add in training gear using crystallized dew and planks. And we're going to set a cap of 100. That will give us quite the setup. And I really need to start thinking about these orders. So we're going to say we want to do this with fabric. And we need 4, 11, we need 23 packs of building materials. Wow, I went hard on the building materials. So we need 23. We're going to say packs of provisions. We're going to make that out of meat because we're getting bonus meat every time we meet. We're going to say a cap of 20 on that. Because we're going to want it for trading once we finish turning in orders. And then for packs of crops, I'm going to do, well, the only thing we can do, we only need 3, I think, so it should be fine. So we'll say 3. And let's put 2 lizards in there. Let's put a second beaver on carpentry. So we've got 1 lizard running around building all the things. This over 1, so we can put a road through here, and we're gonna Whoop, this to this side. Looks good to me. Right, we should have a lizard on this hearth, actually. Which means maybe only have one person working the makeshift post for now. Should work nicely. Hey, 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 let's get another... Yep, that. There we go. And let's build a road along the backside here to make this into a sort of city block. And of course, this corner just looks like prime spot for your third comforting tower. And you know what? Let's put a fourth comforting tower here. We'll put a row of flower beds like that. And that'll let us get, well, we need more housing. So, 3 houses. Can the stonecutters camp stonecut anywhere? No. So let's go ahead and fire these 2. And we'll have those lizards going around building stuff for a few minutes. Haven't turned in a single order, but I think we're okay. I think we're about to turn in a ton of them. So real quick, before the storm goes, let's go ahead and grab our screenshot for this first half. There we go. Everyone's resolve is low, and that, well, we didn't do the cloudburst thing. And a large part of it is because I've got a ton of woodcutters. So let's fire them. Let's fire all of them. Just so many. And now we're down to hostility 1, so we should be okay. You're all the way up. Yep. Most people are housed. That's really great. We're down to hostility 0. Alright, and since we're at the start of year 7, we're going to go ahead and stop this video here. So if you're watching on YouTube, remember you can catch me live twitch.tv/dreadcanary Monday and Thursday nights. Currently the schedule is 8:30 p.m., but I'm experimenting right now with 8. So keep an eye on my dedicated Twitter account for this and my other projects, which is @GhostFinchMedia. And of course, if you want to do all the wonderful YouTube algorithm things, if you like the video, I'd very much appreciate you give me a little bit of a boost doing all of them. You know what they are. You've seen YouTube videos. You know how this works. Regardless, I hope you're having a wonderful day. I'm really glad you're here, and I would be happy to see you in the next one. Bye now.